I don't know if this is a good idea. God, I don't know. One more project. Can I do this? Let's do it. We're doing it. We are doing it. Hey everyone, it's Nati here again. Um, I must have lost it this year, but I'm already doing so many projects, and every time I come on here and see what other people are working on, I want to work on all these other projects. And I don't think I've ever really been good at these projects because I constantly will start something and then I don't finish it. I honestly don't know if it's that I get bored or what, but I do have some projects that I like. If you have been here before, you know that pan palette is not something that I do very good at. I'll typically start a pan that palette project and then I will get bored and don't finish it, or I get frustrated and don't finish it. The whole point is I don't finish it. But I do this to myself every year. So, like, if you've been following along, you know I'm doing a pan that palette this year. The ColourPop The Child from The Mandalorian. I also do pan those eyeshadows. I like that one a little bit better because I feel like that goes quicker, and then once I hit pan, I can move it along and get something else. So that kind of rewards that dopamine in my brain. So I like those. I also like Project Level Up because I get to use all my shadows, but I also get to roll that palette out, so I'm not like stuck with the same palette all year. So that's kind of what intrigued me about this project. So this project that I will be starting, that I'm already debating if it was a good idea or not. So this is a pan that palette in order. So if you're not familiar with this project, it means you pick a palette that you want to hit pan on, and you work on each of those eyeshadows individually. So you're only technically working on one eyeshadow at a time, and you don't move on to the next color until you've hit pan on that eyeshadow. So the reason I'm jumping on board with this, because one, I struggle with pan that palette, but two, it kind of makes it seem like it's sort of an additional shade to your pan your eyeshadows, because you are just working on one shadow at a time. So I think this will kind of fit in with some of the other things I'm working on, and I think it'll be easier to kind of do. Plus, it gives me another shade in my daily use that I can use. That way, I don't get bored with what I'm working on. So, anyways, a long intro to say I'm joining this project, and of course, I initially saw this on Sophie's page. Honestly, I'm obsessed with watching her videos. She does so many projects with eyeshadows and other products, but like especially with eyeshadows because it's what I tend to do for projects. But she just juggles so many, and she's able to meet a lot of those goals. I'm just in awe because I can barely meet any of my goals. So of course, whenever I see a project on there, I'm like, I want to jump on this. So here we are. So the palette that I picked, so I picked this one for several reasons. One, it's kind of older. Two, I've barely used it. And three, the pants look small enough that I think it might be an easy project for me. So we'll see. We'll see if that comes to bite me in the butt. But what I picked was the Lethal Cosmetics and Jolena palette. So it looks like this. And these are the shades, and it has a nice combination of like shades you can use. Sorry, I keep moving. I'm like sitting on the floor on my legs, so it's uncomfortable. But so this is what the palette looks like. It has a combination of like nice everyday colors, and then some pops of color in there. So sorry, my cat got scared by a plastic bag. So I think this would be a good one to kind of bring in. As you can see, the pans are pretty small. Now, this could either bite me in the butt if the pans are really packed in, or if there is like really fine milled powder in there. But this is what I'm going to do. As you can see, none of these have pan yet. So there are 12 shadows in here, so I'll be working on this probably all year. So we'll start over here. So I'll start with this pink one, And this is the shade Ooh. I think this one will be easy to hit pan on because I will use this as kind of like an inner corner highlight. So I think I can hit pan on this in about a month or so if I use it every day. And then after that, I'll move on to the next one. So I'll go this way, all the way down, and then I'll go back here. So just across the row and then down. So we'll see how we do with this project. Updates, I would love to say that I will do monthly, but honestly, it'll depend on if I hit pan on any of these or not. I think for sure next month there'll be an update just because that shade will be easier to use. As we get into the darker, more colorful ones, it might be harder to do monthly updates, so I'll just update as quickly as I can. But anyways, here we go with another project. Call me crazy, but here we are. Let me know if you are also partaking in this project and what palette will you be working on. And thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.